Good morning, my friends. It's the morning of the next day and we can see what's outside of the window. Can I show you? Yeah, like this maybe. What a view! What an amazing view! But come on, friends, what do you want for $3 per night? I'm just laughing because it differs very much from the photos which were on the booking.com profile. But all in all, I'm quite happy with the deal. I couldn't be... Like when you book something for $3, how bad it must be for you to feel dissatisfied with the deal. Good then, let's go and check out the breakfast, the included breakfast, shall we? Is it the right place, or I don't remember even how did I get in here. Yeah, it must be because I see that we're still high enough. I thought it's the first floor, but obviously not. It was dark and I was chatting with the owner, so I didn't even remember how to... I have to remember now how to go back after I eat. And look at that, my friends. You can't make it up. Yes, these are the famous pyramids of Giza. And just in case you want to see them and see more about them, check out my video a while ago which I made when I was there. Today I will not be going there, so if you want to see them, go see that video. But here must be the place where I can get the breakfast, as far as I understand. And by the way, do you want some funny stuff? You see that grass? This is called alfalfa, and it is used for horses, for camels, for sometimes even donkeys, although donkeys can eat anything. Camels kind of as well, but they don't say it in Egypt. Anyway, do you know how they call this grass here? Hashish. Yes, hashish. So, if somebody is saying to you that he is going to get some hashish for his horse, don't think that there is something wrong going on. This grass is called hashish. Probably the same way as in English people say grass or weed. I don't know. Just a fact of life. Let's see about the breakfast. Yes, friends, this is what I got. Not bad. Not bad. Especially counting that it is included breakfast in the $3 per night hotel. It is kind of an interesting setting here because they have very few reviews, only 3, and very good ones. And the communication was quite tricky. They weren't replying to me. The messaging is disabled. The phone wasn't picked up when I was calling. All the WhatsApp and Telegram messages were not replied for a long time. I already was thinking to make them a scammer review, but then they replied, and they turned out to be a nice family who own this place. But the man who was replying, he had some problems with internet connection, so that was the reason probably why he didn't reply. Although they should be picking up the phone regardless of what's the internet connection. So I don't know, but the people whom I met, both the man who let me in yesterday and the woman who gave me the breakfast today, they were very kind and nice. I don't know. Interesting. And also one more thing. This morning my booking has disappeared, so I don't know how are they doing it. But it doesn't show in the booking history, it doesn't show among the cancelled bookings, it doesn't show anywhere. I don't know how they're doing it, so I can't leave any review to them. I don't know, maybe they are afraid of getting bad reviews because the place looks so much different from the cool glamorous pictures which they have put in the profile. I don't know, but I don't care either. Everything is good, life is good. Hotel was amazingly cheap. Even my local friend from Luxor, he didn't believe that it will be for this price. He said, nah, it must be something wrong with it. You saw, guys, I stayed here. I'm okay, well and alive. Anyway, I'll stop talking, I'll eat and I'll leave. We have to go to Alexandria today. Now then, my friends, I have eaten, I have done everything I wanted, and it's time to leave this place. So, I think everything is good, and I couldn't say everything is working according to plan, far from it. Well, not too far maybe. But it's at the end turning up to be good. So I have got here, there are the peoples. Shukran jazilan, ma salama. Cool. Cool. So yeah, friends, what are my plans now? So I am now seeing how I can get to the Cairo center. I'll see first if I can find that bus which allegedly goes from here to Cairo center. That would be a good excursion through this big 24 million or what city. So that would be cool if there is such a thing, because one other tourist last time when I was here told me that there was such a thing as a bus to Cairo center. And yeah, there's everything for tourists, as you can see. Horses, camels, buggies, quads, whatnot. Of course, that's the place. I think this area seems to be kind of the backstage, how do you call it, for the whole pyramid complex. Like when tourists come into pyramid complex, they see everything nice, and they have all the services of camel rides, horse rides, quad rentals and so on. But this is the place behind the wall where all those people live who provide these services, where all the camels and horses are and so on. So I am now going to the bus place and to see if I can get a bus to Cairo center, because last time I couldn't. They told me that there is no such a thing. But the other tourists said that there was such a thing. Assalamu alaikum. Hello. And so I'll see if there's such possibility. So that would be a good excursion to get with the bus all the way to the center. If not, I can use the same bus which I used last time to go to the Giza station and then to go to the center with metro or train, which would be kind of the same. And then from the center, from Ramses station, or Ramses station, whatever you pronounce it, they pronounce it Ramses here. From there I'll see what can I get towards airport of Alexandria. The thing is, I was initially planning to get a train towards Alexandria, and I heard that there is difficulty to get to the airport in any other means except taxi. So in the worst case I'm prepared to do that, but of course I'll try to avoid it if at all possible. So one other thing which popped up yesterday. Hello, assalamu alaikum. My friend from Luxor called me and he said that he has another friend who knows Alexandria. He's from there, and that he told him that there is such a minivan which goes, instead of train, I would take that minivan which goes from Cairo, also Ramses station. It goes to Alexandria, but it goes via Borg El Arab, which is the place where the airport is, and I could jump out there and then it's not too long walk to the airport. But of course this is Egypt, so you never trust too much all these informations, because people don't care saying this is amazing. Mumtaz. These camels are so big, and I can't cease to be impressed by them. Amazing. Okay. This is Egypt, so don't count on the information too much what you get. You can get 5 kinds of information all contradicting each other, and the truth might be something else even. But it's worth trying, so I'll try to call him again and chat with him and try to find out more, and but probably when I will be in Ramses, because at that place I will be able to, yeah, you can see the pyramid there. I will be able to negotiate with the bus drivers who might not speak English and so on, so it might be helpful to have my friend on the phone at that moment. We'll see. If not, I'll just shukran. If not, I'll just go to the Ramses train station. I'll take the train to Alexandria, and from there I'll see. In the worst case, I'll take taxi to the airport. And I have a whole day for this procedure, because my plane is leaving at 11 p.m. this evening. This will be an ugly, nasty flight. I'll land in Milano sometime 2 o'clock in the morning or some stupid hour, and then I'll sleep in the airport, and in the morning I have my next flight to Tuzla in Bosnia. So this will probably not be a very enjoyable thing, but sometimes I'm happy to go with this, and if that's a best option. Like, this was definitely the best options of all I had, and I mean reasonable priced options. Now people, while we are chatting, we are approaching that place where all the tourists are officially coming in. So unintentionally I got to show you the backside of the place, and let me guess, people, how many other people on YouTube have shown you this? Probably not too many. Is my guess too wrong? And probably everybody, shukran. Probably everybody is showing shukran. No, shukran. Yeah, this is the touristy place where you got offered thousands of things لا لا شكرا. And if you watch videos from YouTube.
Welcome back. Remember me?
تمام تمام.
You remember me?
Yes, yes.
When you was at White
Oh,
Galleria.
yes, yes, yes.
When I met you first time to come here.
جيد جدا.
You remember me?
I remember, yes,
I
yes.
remember you from your bag.
Nice to see you. Good
How
to
you
see you
do?
again. Good, good, all
When
good.
you come back.
You remember us? You was with my brothers, with the camels.
Aha,
That's how
aha.
we do every single day.
All good, all good.
Nice to meet you, sir. Welcome.
Have a good day.
You're welcome, sir.
So this is the entrance in the place. I got distracted by two people who recognized me. It's crazy. I didn't expect that from the last time when I was here. Two separate people who both recognized me, and I had a chat with them. So all good, all good. So yes, I guess most videos which you would look in YouTube about pyramids of Giza would show you this entrance, if at all, and the pyramids themselves and all the touristy, nice looking stuff. So friends, now you got an opportunity to see the backside of the whole operations. Yeah, but not that I intended it, I was just chatting with you and that's how it happened. Anyway, let's see now where the buses are and if we can get something towards Cairo center from here. السلام عليكم. هل ممكن أوتوبيس إلى كهرة رمسيس؟ تتكلم إنجليزي؟ لا؟
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
Go to Dock Square.
Uh-huh.
Dock Square.
Okay.
Yes, you can take another bus, another
Yes.
microbus to arrive to Ramses.
From there?
Yes, from here.
Uh-huh. Oh, it turned out that this driver speaks very good English, so what a good surprise. And he said he will be going to a place called Docky Square, and from there I'll be able to get another minivan and get to Ramses, which is nice. I looked on the map, I even found one place which is called Docky, so if it's true, it is like 4/5 of the road towards center. It's almost the center. So if that's the place, I'll be very happy. And it costs only £7, which is how much? Maybe 35 cents or so. Not bad. Where do I look for the bus to Ramses?
Yes, another 1 minute.
Aha, after a minute. Good, good. شكرا جزيلا. مع السلامة. So, I am here and I have been here before. So he said, the driver said, that here I'll be able to catch a minivan towards Ramses station. But I'm starting to think now, is it worth it? I'll look in my map, because before I came here on foot. It is a good bit of walk, but it's not a terribly long walk. I don't know if I will have to walk a lot at the evening towards the airport. But maybe, let's see in the map, if it's not too far, I just walk from here instead of taking the bus or the van. You know what? It is 4 kilometers from here, a little bit less than 1 hour, and the weather is very good. Why not walk? I think I should be fine. I don't know how much I will walk at the evening to get the airport. Maybe that will be a lot. Hopefully not, we'll see. Weather is actually very good here. It's a pleasant, cool 32 degrees. Can you believe I'm saying these words? Being a European. Pleasantly cool 32 degrees. Centigrade, of course, I mean. That's crazy. You know why I'm saying this? Because I spent the last 3 months in Luxor, and in Luxor today is 44 degrees, not 32. And in Alexandria, where I'm going to, will be 24, not 44. So if somebody tells you that in Egypt there is one temperature, the whole Egypt weather is the same, don't believe them. In Alexandria it's quite cold, especially in the winter, and a lot of rain. In Luxor it's hot, dry, and it can be 5-7 years without any drop of rain at all, until you get the next drop of rain. So it's very different. Choose what you like. You know what, while I'm walking here through Cairo, I caught myself to a nice feeling. I haven't been on the road for a good while now, and I'm so happy to be again back on the road. It's such a good feeling to see something, to walk somewhere, to get that movement. I was quite used to it already, and then the last 3 months I was sitting in the same place. It was good, it was useful. I'll tell you about it one day, what I was doing. So I by no means regret it, but it feels so good to be back on the road. Nice, nice, nice. Life is so good. I don't even know how to describe it or what exactly to say about it, but it just feels good. It probably is the same feeling when people who are working and living in the same place for the whole year, to take one time a year a vacation, and then they go somewhere and enjoy the time, and then they sometimes feel like these were the moments for which they have lived and worked for the whole year, to experience these moments. And it's such an amazing thing to experience these moments almost all the time. When you work, when you take your work with you in your pocket in the form of tablet and phone, and you travel and you experience this world. Why work and wait for the one-time vacation for the whole year when you can live the whole year? Isn't this good? And this is the famous Tahrir Square, the Times Square of Cairo, as they say. Just in case you want to see this place more from my own experiences, you can see my previous videos about Cairo. I was here before, but it's nice to be back, isn't it? What do you think, friends? Those of you who were together with me here before. Now friends, do you recognize this place? I think it's a good idea to get something edible before the road to Alexandria. So this is the same place where I was eating last time I was Cairo. And you see what I get. And all of this I get for €1.94. Not bad, my friends, what do you think? شكرا جزيلا. شكرا. That was big and good. And now, my friends, I'll go to the train station because I heard from my friend from Luxor that these minivans are going from there. And also I remember when I was going through this Ramses train station before, I heard people yelling to me, Alexandria, Alexandria. And I understood that they have minivans from there, leaving from there. So I'll go and see if I can find it out, and if I need, I will call my brother, my friend in Luxor, and ask him to help me out, and we'll see then, we'll figure it out. Maybe I can get to the airport directly from here, and if I can, that would be amazing. That would be mumtaz. But if not, I'll have to go to Alexandria first and try to find out how to get it from there, and probably end up with taking taxi, which is not my preferred way. But we will see. We will see. Whatever it's needed, we'll do. Here you can see Ramses train station. So somewhere now people should be shouting الاسكندرية أنا برج العرب مطار. Yes. You're going through there, yes? How far from that? Sorry? 65. تمام. أنت برج العرب مطار.
تمام.
جيد جدا. جيد جدا. That was actually much simpler than I thought it will be. The first bus I saw, they said it's the right one. It's amazing. I kind of asked it a few times to make it sure, but I think it should be alright. Maybe I'll double check with some passengers and ask again if it's really going through the airport, not just Alexandria. Well, we are actually leaving, which is cool, and the bus filled in no time. I don't know, 3 minutes maybe, and it was full already, the van. And I checked with some other people, they weren't sure. Then I went out and checked with the big guys, the owners, and I double asked, no Alexandria, Borg Al Arab Matar. لا الإسكندرية برج العرب مطار, and he double confirmed it to me, so it should be good. And I forgot already what he said. Was it 65 or 75? So 65 or 75 pounds, which is nice, which is just tiny bit more than what the train would cost me to Alexandria. And the taxi would cost probably 200 on top of that, I guess. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's amazing. It's exactly what I needed. through Cairo, I will be getting quite a good excursion on both sides. Getting in the Cairo to the center and now getting out towards Alexandria. Isn't this beautiful, my friends? And they have loads and loads of different bridges and viaducts and all kinds of things which you could actually expect in such size of a city. Was it 23 million or 24 million in Cairo? It's a crazy size of city. Like if you have been, guys, in London or in Moscow, this is more than 2 times bigger. Amazing. We just came out of the proper delta of the Nile, and you see it's a little bit hillier here, and in some places they're irrigating, but in many places it's a desert, because anything that is green here, it is from irrigation from Nile, not from the rain. So, we are on a small break, that's our van, and that's the place where we can stretch our legs, which is amazingly good because these small seats, and this is even Toyota, not some Chinese wonder, and it's still crazy to sit in those seats. We have driven for some 2 hours maybe, and we're halfway through, maybe a little bit more. And I already don't know where to put my legs. It's so good to get out and stretch. These seats are definitely made for some really small people. Well, for me small is almost everybody, and too tall probably for these creations. Okay, let's stop whining about it, stretch legs and watch around. Is there anything interesting here? See, they also have these things, these small tables and sitting almost on the floor, but they still have a little bit elevated. Yeah. Almost what I saw in Oman, where they literally have, you saw in my video when I was going to Shakriya, the desert, If not, I can suggest you seeing it. I haven't seen such thing myself. That was crazy. Amazingly interesting, so to speak. Yeah, all good, all good. We are moving in the right direction, and I still feel it's good to be on the road, even if I have to sit in such a seat. But that's okay. They're doing some useful job at the same time while we are waiting. This is how hand car wash looks in Egypt. For you Europeans and Americans, might be interesting. Imagine, even the trees here grow in Egyptian flag colors. Nice. Something funny just happened. My whining got heard. The guys suggested, they didn't know even I was whining. They suggested that I change the seats and sit here, because I'll be coming out soon, the first, in the airport. They're going further. And look, here I have a lot more space. This is amazing. It feels crazy good. Oh, so grateful for that. This will not be difficult at all to go for the second half of the road like this. Can you imagine this, my friends? We actually are getting a few drops of rain here. Amazing. That's crazy. We are approaching Alexandria and it's raining. Well, Europeans will laugh now. It's not a proper rain, of course, but a few drops on a windscreen and a cooler feeling and darker sky. I forgot how it looks and feels while I was in the south. That's crazy. And it kind of scares me a little bit even, because I'm going to Europe now, and I will have to deal with rain and cold again. And for me, 32 degrees felt pleasantly cool. What will it feel in Europe? We will see. I'll let you know, friends. So, we got out here, which is just some intersection just before the Alexandria city. And this man is going also to Burj Al Arab. So, I will be joining him and see how we find where to go and how to go. We went across, and then this side there are other park of lot of vans, so I guess we'll be getting some local van to the airport. So we got into another van for Hamsagni, £5, and we'll be getting somewhere towards airport or close to airport, we'll see, whatever it will be. we'll find it out, and I'm very happy that I don't have time pressure, so I'm ready to find out whatever it will be and go from there. Well, here I got out from the van, which is somewhere there in the distance. You probably don't see it even. And it is actually something like 5-6 kilometers from the airport. And the man already caught me there and offered me to get a taxi from here to airport. And if I would be desperate in terms of time, or if my ankle would be too bad, I would take it, obviously. Here it's not too far, it wouldn't be too expensive. I don't think it would be £200, definitely less. But still, the weather is good, my ankle is okay, why not walk? But yeah, what we can learn from this situation is that when you... shukran. Another offer for tuk-tuk, not just taxi. What we can learn from this situation is that people are very helpful and nice. Prices are low. Like that last minivan cost me 28 cents. And everything is good, but take your time. Don't trust too much any information you get, and take your time. When I was asking when I was getting into the van in Cairo, I was asking like 3 times. I got that man already angry at me that I was asking so many times, and coming a second time asking, and one more time, that Le Alexandria Matar Borg El Arab, no Alexandria Airport, Borg El Arab Airport. And I was asking like this many times, and they were said yes, like it was clear that they are passing near airport and they will drop me out literally at the airport gate. But you see, they dropped me out far away in some random intersection before Alexandria. Then I got another van which also wasn't to airport. I still have 5.5 kilometers approximately to walk, and I have to know where to walk, and so on. We can learn from these experiences that you don't plan things like in Europe here. You don't plan to the last minute. What would be if I would count on that first van dropping me at the airport and counting minutes till my airplane? No good, mish kwais, as they say. So I need to have that big reserve time-wise, and then I'm happy going exploring and seeing the things around and enjoying Egypt instead of worrying about missing the plane. I just noticed on my map that there are 2 terminals in this airport, the same airfield, but on either side of it there is a terminal, and the distance between them is quite crazy because you have to walk around the whole airfield. And then I was looking on my ticket, and luckily it was written that it's Terminal 1, so at least I know which direction to go now, because soon it will be an intersection here in front of me, and Terminal 1 will be left and Terminal 2 would be right. It does actually feel a little bit strange. Here in Alexandria there is only 22 degrees. Only. In Ireland if it's 20 it's hot. Wow, you see this? That's crazy. but it's killed, so no need to worry. Ah, there is an airplane lifting, taking off. Yeah, what I was saying, that only 22 degrees, I was laughing. In Ireland 20 degrees is hot. Like not every so often you get 20-degree day, even in summer in Ireland. But I was in Luxor, where today was 44 degrees. It's crazy how big these differences are and how you get used to these things. Like in Cairo at 32, I felt it's pleasantly cool. It's pleasant. And now 22 degrees. It feels like a little bit okay, but could be a bit warmer maybe. That's funny. How a body gets used to the temperatures. And by the way, I can tell you one more funny thing. Do you see these constructions? Do you know what it is? I didn't know, but now I know. It's home for pigeons. And when we first learned about it, well, it was me, a European, and another person who was from America. And when we first heard from local Egyptian that they are for pigeons, we thought, oh, how cute. They build houses for pigeons. Even we in Europe don't make such a hassle for ourselves to build houses for wildlife. And then that Egyptian man was looking and laughing. What do you think? It's for the pigeon welfare or what? Of course it's for meat. They eat these pigeons, they sell them on the market and cook them. So basically this is the how do you say, cow shed would be for cows, and this is pigeon shed for pigeons. It's quite nice. I like this walk. Theoretically, I could be walking on that side of the canal, but why not walk on this side? It's more pleasant. What do you think? It will be the same anyway. And this side will be theoretically a little bit shorter because the canal turns like this and I'm on the inside. This is about page of my YouTube channel. And if you scroll down, you will find the link to my Patreon, where I post more personal videos which are not meant for the general public in YouTube. You know, friends, what this sound means? Sun is setting and they are praying, and I'm still on my way. It actually turned out to be 6.5 kilometers, not 5.5 as I thought initially. I was just looking approximately on the map, but when I made the Google to calculate exact walking distance, it was 6.5. So it was more than 1 hour walk, will be more. But it's nice, it's pleasant. I don't regret coming on foot instead of taking the taxi. Only thing is that sun is setting and I am maybe 2/3 of the way. So I'll have to continue in the dark But there is no reason to be sad about that or scared from that or whatever else. And you see, the moon is quite big today. So nice, we'll have enough light even if there will be no other lights available. It's a funny, interesting place. Kind of unusual, what do you think? I quite like it. You know, my Google Maps say that I have to take left now and go quite a big triangle there and then back there, and there is the Matar, the airport. Yes, doggies. I wasn't talking to you actually, but it's nice that you came. Small puppies. Yes. But I saw on the map that there are some very small roads, kind of almost straight, like this way still, but almost straight. And in that way I should be able to get it a lot more straight, and hopefully, wish me luck, that there is no fence or something like that on the other end just before the airport. Because in that case I not only have to walk all that triangle, but I have to come there and back and then walk the triangle, which wouldn't be exactly what I wanted. So hopefully will be no wire fences or gates or anything. It can be around the airport. This is the road which I am referring to. But I kind of looked, and from what I could see on the satellite map, it kind of felt that it should be okay. And I still have more than 1 hour in reserve, more than 1.5 hours I would say even. So just in case I would have to come back, I wouldn't miss my plane still. I would just be a little bit unhappy for that. But we'll see how it will be. That's the irrigation for the fields around here. So even here in Alexandria they can't rely on rainwater only, even though they have rain every now and again, unlike Luxor and all the other southern parts of Egypt. So this is the first zigzag. I had to take right and then I'll take left. I hope I didn't spook those girls. Spook? Is that the word in English? How do you say? Scared. That's the word, I think. You call spooking about fish, not about people, yeah? How do you say it? They just ran away, seeing some foreigner. And probably not too many people are walking here. Is this my road? I think it might be. Let me check the map. Yes, indeed it is. Well, it kind of feels like walking through somebody's backyard almost. But no, this is the road. And there in the distance, I think these are airport lights already. Or there. We'll see if we get through like this. Would be very nice. What do you think? The man is harvesting the wheat, gum in Arabic. It's funny, interesting. They harvest with sickle and then they put them into bunches to dry. Well, this is kind of just laid in the ground, but there are more like bunches. And then they bring in a machine to what do you call it in English when you separate the grain from the straws? They do it in the field, and then you sell the grain and then you sell the straw, and then you're very happy. Every Egyptian tells me that gum is very big money, wheat is very big money, especially now since the war broke out in Ukraine, which involves two biggest wheat producing countries, Russia and Ukraine, and there's problem with wheat because of that, wheat prices I should say rather. So everybody who grows wheat in Egypt now is very happy about the prices. You know, my dear friends, you probably don't see it that far on the screen, but I see something in the distance behind the next intersection which terribly ugly looks like a fence. Is this some airport, forbidden territory or something? Well, but even if it is, I still have a good reason of hope to hope that I'll be able to go that way and then back there instead of all the way back. Yeah, it looks like a fence. Although, is there a gate? Let me go closer. Mishkwais. No good. You see, there is a gate, but that gate is inside, behind that first fence. And it's not only a proper high fence with barbed wire on top, there's even cameras there. So obviously very, how do you call it, very secured place related to airport probably. Okay, let's go this way now. My road is kind of getting smaller and smaller. I got scared a little bit because there was some hole, and when I passed it, I think I heard somebody moving in it. Some snake or scorpio or something. I need to read more about these guys, otherwise I'm thinking about them sometimes. And I don't know, maybe it's quite easy to avoid any contacts with them, and I shouldn't think so much about them. Anyway, we are continuing the right direction. The only problem is that our path is not as big. But you see where those lights are? It's not too far. When I get there, it's a big road there. So as long as I can get there, all will be good. I just passed one guard. There are actually real guard posts, like small booths every distance from each other, and they're actually manned with armed guards. And I passed the second one already. He was having his dinner, and I looked very weird and suspicious to him. What am I doing here? And why? But luckily he didn't ask me to show my videos or whatever else. So I'm just continuing my way. Well, happy days, my friends. I am getting on that big road, and there is no fence in between me and that road. Isn't that nice? Mumtaz. Amazing. Happy days. So it was at the end something between of the best case scenario and the worst case scenario. I couldn't get completely straight? How do you say it? And I had to come back to the road on this side, but it still wasn't the whole triangle. So good enough. And you see what's there? Borg Al Arab International Airport. Is it nice or what? Good? But maybe I shouldn't be filming now because there is a guard. Well, friends, how naive I was, thinking that I might be going straight there. It was so serious. Security. They were checking everything. There were 2 checkpoints in the way. And they stopped me and asked for documents and everything. But they stopped one car for me. Just one man who was coming to meet somebody who is arriving from somewhere. And they stopped him and asked him to take me with cars, so it was very quick and easy. So all good, but I probably should stop filming because there's another checkpoint or something and I don't want to have any trouble. See you there. So I am in the right place, but the funny thing is they don't let us in even. I have to sit down here and wait outside. Only 8 o'clock they let in people who are going to Milano. And 8 o'clock is what? Half an hour from now. And it is 3 hours before the flight. So yeah, they don't let even you into airport more than 3 hours before. Wow. So forget about sleeping in airport like this. Even you can't wait for more than 3 hours here. Okay. So I just got through and I will be able to go into airport. Funny. But this is how they do it here. The first time I'm in this airport, and I was naively thinking that I will be just walking across the field towards this entrance which says departures. There's another check before you get inside of the airport. That's amazing. How many checks do you need before getting even inside the airport, let alone through it? So this was the second security after the check-in. And I'm not counting the security checks outside of the terminal, just the ones which were inside. Wow, what just happened, friends? Something I didn't expect that. I was going through passport control and the man was just asking me to go into another man's office. And it turned out that I have problem with visa. My situation is that I entered 3 months ago with the regular 1 month visa which you buy upon the arrival, but it's valid for 1 month only. After that I applied through a lawyer for a 6 month residency visa in Egypt. But as it always often happens with government institutions, they were not very quick to do things, and then Ramadan came, and during Ramadan nobody likes to work, especially the government. Why would they want to work in Ramadan? Because it's Ramadan, just wait. So it dragged on even longer. Like there were no problems, everything was good, but it was just dragging on longer and longer. And then when I was planning to go to Europe, I was already asking what time will I definitely get my 6 months visa ready. And then they gave me a date which was something like 1 week after Ramadan. And good. I already knew that I shouldn't trust it too much, so I put 1 more week on top of it just in case. And then going now. And yes, that just in case happened. The visa wasn't ready. Then they said it will be ready literally previous day before I have to leave. Okay. But after that it wasn't ready even then, and then they said, oh, it will not be a problem, it's okay, they will see it in the system that the visa is almost ready, and Egyptians allow overstaying visas anyway, so they don't make any problems if you stay a little bit longer. No problem, you can go. Okay, I went. And what happened? Here they say no, it's a problem, we can't help you. You have to pay fine, 91 euros approximately, a bit more. And I scraped together all my money, everything which I had in Egyptian pounds left with me. Good that I didn't take taxi, I had more because of that. Then I scraped together all my emergency things, like the old British pounds which I had with me, old American dollars which I had with me. I didn't touch my euro reserves, the very serious reserves, but these ones I never touch. They're sewn into my clothing, so I don't even have an easy access to them. And even then it wasn't enough, then I had to take from the card as well. Basically I paid it and I have left 24 euros on my card. And I'm leaving cheap Egypt and I'm going to Europe, which will be expensive. Well, Bosnia will be the best part price-wise of Europe. But still it's Europe and I have 24 euros left. That's all I have, besides my emergency things. How does it feel? It doesn't. No, not good. I will have my next salary, I hope. But I still have to live few days with 24 euros. Wish me luck, my friends. I'll let you know what happens. Imagine this, my friends, we will be only 1 hour 40 minutes delayed. Quite good for Egypt, is it? Hello my friends and welcome to Milano Malpensa. It is 5 o'clock in the morning instead of 3 o'clock in the morning, but otherwise everything is okay. Grazie mille. Now, Milano Malpensa Airport, and now is the question, should I go first? And probably I should go first and find out with immigration and all that stuff. Maybe they want some more forms for the COVID or some other random silly stuff. So I need to do that first. Maybe they will have transfers, there is written transfers, without even leaving the airside. That would be the best even, actually. But yeah, as soon as I understand what's where, I'll be looking for a place to sleep. I am already kind of looking if I can see already a good spot. We'll see. There is actually exit and transfers separately, so could I be so lucky that I will not have to go through the security? and I can stay on the air side. Would be nice. Yeah, and there I see Tuzla, 1315, 13th gate. Nice. If I find a good place to sleep, we have a lot of time to catch up with the sleep. What do you think, friends? Yeah, see, this is something, sign of these times. Did you arrive from Ukraine? And also in Ukrainian language. Ласково просимо до Италии. For people who are arriving from Ukraine, fleeing from the war. Just in case, if you're watching this who knows when, for me today is year 2022 and it is, which is it, 14th, 15th I think already of May. So yeah, these are these times. I'll tell you more some things about Bosnia and Ukraine war and that kind of stuff when I will be in Bosnia, but that's a separate video. That's not for now. And not at this ungodly hour as well. Everything is good, I just want to sleep. Yeah, this is where the passport control is for the exit. That's where I don't want to go. And I didn't see any bench where I could sleep on. These ones you see there with these annoying armrests. And it is quite cold here. I think they said it's 14 degrees outside, inside is a bit better probably, but sleeping on this floor after being used to 40 degrees a day isn't the most comfortable thing, especially because I don't have a mattress or sleeping bag or anything like that. But we'll have to find something. What do you think, friends, about this corner? That would be kind of nice, but I would prefer if there would be a socket. Let's see if we can find something better. This is my Patreon page. Did you know that you can choose there any monthly subscription fee that you want? There are no limits. You can leave the $5 per month, or you can enter something more substantial if you want to support me more. Or you can also enter something so small that you will not even feel it in your monthly budget. But it will still make a big difference for me, especially if there will be many such patrons like you. You can use PayPal or card payments, whichever you prefer. The Patreon subscription payments will be made automatically each month, and you can change or cancel them at any time. This is a half-decent corner as well. Although there is a lift, will be some traffic in the morning, and still no socket. And what do you think, friends, about this thing? Windowsill? It will be a little bit cleaner than the floor, but of course still no socket. What do you think, friends? This is kind of good, but will be a lot of traffic. But here, behind this wall, maybe is as good as it gets. What do you think? I'll go to the toilet and I'll get all my clothes on, which I have to be warm, and I'll sleep on the floor there. I think that's the best in our situation. Okay, I'm fully dressed, ready for sleep, but on my second thought, I thought maybe this corner will be better. It will be a very visible place, but I have the socket, and who knows, Maybe I can go through this thing when it opens and then I can find a better place to sleep. So I don't mind being invisible place while nobody is here. Well, good night, my friends. Everything is good here. Good morning, my friends. It is, I didn't look actually what it is, but it should be something like 9 o'clock in the morning when these guys who work there, they woke me up. So, quite good. They let me to sleep quite a long time. I was thinking it will be worse. So no problem. And I can tell you one thing, my friends. When you have slept a little bit, life feels a lot better. So very good. And I passed already security. I couldn't say hi to you before because they were very eager to check me and to see if everything is alright, because obviously I looked very suspicious sleeping on the floor there. But no problem. It's already big day outside. Light, sunshine. Oh, the sun is quite high up actually. Yeah, I need to check what time is it. It could be more than 9 o'clock, maybe even. Yes, and I really got to the gates, which is quite cool. I didn't have to go through all of that immigration and that stuff. No COVID entertainment. No problems at all. Nice, nice. What can be better than that, my friend? No, let me see. What time is it? 8:39. Oh, I wasn't too wrong. Now then, I took off all my excessive clothing and I'm left with what I should normally be wearing in these kind of conditions. Not when I'm sleeping on the floor. And it's good. I found actually a very good place like this. So I can sit here, my batteries are full, and I can do some work now. Time to go for the second leg of this journey. Well, I'm happy that there are no hassles at all here. Nobody asks for any COVID-related, ridiculously, whatever you can call it. Nobody does anything. Just look my passport, scan my boarding pass, and that's it. No hassle, no issue, no drama. Life is good. You know, with all the supply chain disruptions which are happening now, it's the beginning of 2022 now, I have noticed very many cargo airplanes, cargo-only airplanes in airports. It wasn't like that before, so obviously it has become a good business to move cargo by air, because there are a lot of desperate people and companies who are ready to pay for it because the ships are all stuck somewhere. Interesting observation. Bye-bye Milano. Bye-bye a few hours in European Union after a long time. Friends, we have arrived with this bird into our final destination for this trip, Tuzla in Bosnia. And if you want to see what's happening here, see my next video. I will end this video here. Everything is nice and good. We have arrived. Well, we haven't got through the immigration yet, but I kind of hope that it will not be any difficult. So yes, friends, I'll say goodbye to you now and see you on my next video about this city Tuzla in Bosnia and Herzegovina. All the best, my friends. If you'd like to hear more from me and support me in my ways, you're more than welcome to become my patron. Find the link to my Patreon page just under the description of my YouTube channel's About page.